With the median home price north of 500 grand in Ada County, are you starting to feel hopeless when you think of becoming a homeowner? What if there's a better way? A way where you're able to become a homeowner and build wealth while doing it? Well, there is. It's called house hacking. My name is Ryan Spath. I'm a local realtor with Keller Williams Realty Boise and an investor here in Treasure Valley. Today, I'm going to show you how you can purchase a duplex with only 3.5% down using an FHA loan, all while having your tenant help cover your monthly mortgage payment. Without further ado, let's dive right in. So I've already pre-selected a property that will fit this criteria, you guys. The address is going to be 2118 West Targhee Street. So this is the investment cash flow breakdown. This is pretty much just an Excel sheet that I've created that I have used year over year, deal after deal, when it comes to both analyzing my own properties and when I've helped clients analyze properties that they have eventually acquired. So pretty much everything in the yellow we're just going to take from the listing and we're going to plug right in. So with this guy, it's $485,000, so literally 485. We are going to put 3.5% down, as I stated in the introduction, as we're going to use an FHA loan. So an FHA loan is just a loan that helps first-time home buyers get into properties by putting less money down, and they get a lower interest rate. So right now, normal interest rates are hovering right around 6%. With an FHA loan, it's going to be at least 0.5% lower. We're going to want to connect you with a trusted lender to dial this in, and it's going to be based on a couple things such as your credit, etc. So moving right along, we are going to hop down here, and I see that the taxes on this guy are $26.42. So we're just going to plug this in. I know that from helping other clients get properties in this area of the bench, the insurance is likely going to be a little bit less than this $1,500. But for this example, we're just going to leave this in. I'd rather be surprised with lower numbers than shocked with higher numbers. So you can see with this property, it's 485 grand, 3.5% down. It's going to be just under $17,000. There are going to be some closing costs associated with this. It's typically 1 to 3%. For this example, we're just mirroring 2.5%. So your total investment is going to be just under $30,000 to acquire this almost $500,000 asset. Beyond this, you as the buyer would be responsible for an inspection, which for a duplex, it's going to be anywhere from $500 to $1,000. Another thing you're going to have to pay for is the FHA appraisal, and that's also going to be a couple $100. So you'll likely have to come out of pocket another $1,000 to $2,000. So we're going to be anywhere from $30,000 to $31,000 to be able to acquire this asset. So also one of the things to take into consideration with an FHA loan, we're going to have mortgage insurance. And this is all plugged in based on the loan amount. So it's approximately $215. And that makes our total monthly payment right around $3,200. So the next thing we're going to want to do is figure out how much we are currently getting in rent on these units, or what we could potentially get for rent. So we're just scrolling down. We want to look and see if they're going to share any kind of information about this. And I unfortunately am not seeing the rental numbers. No big deal. One of my favorite cross-reference sites, just to get a general idea, is Rentometer. We're literally just going to copy that address. We're going to paste it in here. Let's just say $1,600 for the rent. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath, and this is an apartment. So we're just going to check the rents here. And we can see the median is right around $1,500. The top 75% is almost $1,700. So let's just look at this again for a second. Okay. Okay, perfect. So for this example, we're just going to use the 1500 that I already have plugged in here. So now we're going to look at the pro forma side of this, and we can see that the taxes are 220, the insurance 125. There's no HOA. We're going to assume that we're going to take care of our own lawn. We're young, we're scrappy. We're just trying to get into the housing market, and we're not afraid to push that lawnmower. We're going to assume also that all the electricity and all these things are taken care of by the appropriate sides. So these are some big assumptions. Obviously, we would want to underwrite for vacancy. If we were digging into this a little bit deeper, right now the vacancy in Ada County is about 4%. We're going to want to save up for when these bigger items like the AC and the roof need to be replaced, also a percentage of the rent. But for this just kind of quick and rough little video, we're just going to assume we're trying to get into the housing market, and we're willing to house hack and be a landlord. So again, with this property, 485, we're putting 3.5% down. The rate's going to be 5.5%. The taxes, 2,500. Insurance right here, 1,500. And after looking on Rent-A-Meter, we feel confident that we can easily rent one of the units for $1,500. So when we dig into this guy a little bit, we see that for us to live in one of these units, it's going to be about $1,600, which that's, as you can see, looking here without digging in and kind of seeing which properties are getting higher rent. When we look at this property, it looks like it has been updated. So to live in this property and own an asset, and it's only going to cost us $30,000 to come out of pocket. And then our portion of the mortgage is only going to be $1,600. It's an awesome way to go. So you guys, I hope you found value in this video. Again, my name is Ryan Spath. I'm a local realtor with Keller Williams Realty Boise, and I'm an investor here in the Treasure Valley. If I can help you do this or do anything with investing, buying, selling real estate, please feel free to send me a DM, give me a call, shoot me an email. I would love to serve you. Have a great day, guys.